When James Harden was traded to the LA Clippers a few weeks ago, it surprised absolutely nobody. His relationship with one-time ally Sixers president Daryl Morey had become toxic. Harden publicly accused Morey of being a liar, and he vowed to never play for him ever again.
Daryl Morey is a liar, and I will never be a part of an organization that he's a part of again. Thank you, man.
Stop us if you've heard this before. James Harden made a trade demand. Yup, he's done it 4 times throughout his career. Each time, it seemed like a fresh start was all he needed to get re-energized before spearheading a championship drive for his new team. And each time, things went sideways, and tensions escalated before reaching the boiling point. The story's always the same. Harden moves on to another team while leaving behind a mess that can take years to clean up. So what makes this current episode of the James Harden saga any different from the others? Stick around as we examine how the latest James Harden trade was addition by subtraction in Philly, as an emerging superstar has taken full advantage of newfound freedom, and what to make of how the small ball Clippers just got even smaller. James Harden may well be one of the most enigmatic players in NBA history. He's a 10-time All-Star, a 3-time scoring champion, and a 2-time assist champion. He's even won an MVP trophy. He has the respect of his peers. Teammates rave about his engagement with them. He's built up a reputation as a hands-on leader, offering advice and encouragement to younger teammates. No one would ever doubt his commitment to the game and to helping his team win. This summer, he decided he wanted to join the Los Angeles Clippers. After weeks of trade proposals and counter-proposals, the two teams finally worked out a deal that sent Harden and PJ Tucker to LA, with Philadelphia getting back a bunch of role players, including Robert Covington, Nick Batum, and Marcus Morris, as well as a slew of future draft picks that could prove to be very valuable. But the player who emerged as the biggest winner of the blockbuster trade wasn't even involved in it. When the dust settled, removing James Harden from the equation created the perfect opening for Tyrese Maxey to emerge from. Already a player on the rise prior to this season, the 76ers point guard has taken full advantage of his opportunity to become reigning MVP Joel Embiid's trusted running partner. Nicknamed the franchise by Embiid, Tyrese Maxey wasted no time proving that he could step right in and make people in Philadelphia forget all about James Harden. Just a little over a week after the trade, Maxey torched the Indiana Pacers for a career-high 50 points on an efficient 20 for 32 from the field, which included a scorching 7 of 11 from the three-point line. He added 7 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 blocks as the Sixers defeated the Pacers by 11 points. Maxey's 50-point outburst was the most points in a game by a Philadelphia guard since Allen Iverson dropped 53 on the Atlanta Hawks back in 2005. To say that Tyrese Maxey and the Philadelphia 76ers responded well to the trade would be a huge understatement. The Sixers rolled off 8 consecutive wins in the immediate aftermath of the deal, and currently find themselves only 2.5 games out of first place in the Eastern Conference. And Maxey has put up numbers to date that could very well lead to his first All-Star selection. So far this season, Maxey is the 12th highest scorer in the league, as he's averaging 27 points, 6.7 assists, and 4.6 rebounds per game. The fact that Tyrese Maxey has made such a huge leap in production while maintaining solid efficiency numbers given his increased workload as the Sixers' starting point guard positions him to join the league's elite players. The most impressive aspect of Maxey's rise is that it's well-rounded and not only about scoring. He's also improved on defense as both a one-on-one and help defender. His 12 blocked shots so far are already more than the 8 he blocked all of last season. He shot a strong 40% from distance, in line with his career rate, but with increased volume. And he's nearly doubled his assist rate while cutting his turnover rate, making him one of the NBA's premier playmakers in addition to an elite scorer. So it turns out the Sixers might have had another superstar next to Embiid all along, and all it took was freeing up some space to unleash Tyrese Maxey. Who would have thought that after wasting number 1 overall picks on Ben Simmons and Markelle Fultz, and later trading a haul for James Harden, the 76ers would have found the best partner for Embiid with the 21st pick in the draft? And while Tyrese Maxey's breakout start to the season has put the Sixers right in the thick of things with the big boys of the Eastern Conference, he is far from the only positive to come out of the Harden trade. In receiving Robert Covington, Nick Batum, Marcus Morris, and KJ Martin as part of the trade, the 76ers dramatically strengthened their depth with 4 veteran players who understand their roles and will all make contributions as the season moves along. Batum and Morris have already started a few games, filling in for the injured Kelly Oubre. Aside from providing depth, the 4 players Philadelphia obtained in the Harden trade also provide something else all teams crave: expiring contracts. Their expiring contracts can potentially help the Sixers clear as much as $60 million in cap space for next summer's free agency. The 5 draft picks the Sixers received also hold tremendous value, especially when the trade deadline rolls around come February. While it's still too early to guess who the missing piece might be, the newly acquired trading capital could entice a flailing Bulls team to part with Zach LaVine, or convince the Raptors to deal soon-to-be free agents Pascal Siakam or OG Anunoby. Pairing a third star with Maxey and Embiid would keep their dynamic duo happy and help the Sixers keep pace with their star-studded Eastern Conference rivals in Boston and Milwaukee. So why did a guard-heavy team like the Los Angeles Clippers decide they wanted to make a deal for James Harden? On the surface, it doesn't seem like the move addresses an area of need. Everybody knows the Clippers could use more help in the front court, but the Clippers front office viewed adding a playmaker like James Harden as the best way to elevate Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Clippers president Lawrence Frank told the press, "With James, really what we looked at, it was an opportunity to maximize Kawhi and Paul and to give us the highest chance to win. Unfortunately for LA, the wins have not come easy so far." The Clippers lost their first 6 games in a row in the aftermath of the trade. James Harden admitted that he struggled to get comfortable on the court with his new teammates. After a 144-126 loss in Dallas, Harden told the media, "I didn't have a training camp. I didn't have a preseason, so everything is still moving fast for me. I need about a 10-game window, then kind of see where I am from there." Harden's words seem almost prophetic now, as the Clippers have started to turn things around, winning 7 of their last 10 games. Ironically, their defense, and not their star-studded offense, has been the catalyst for the turnaround. 2 weeks after getting smoked by the high-powered Dallas offense, the Clippers put the clamps on the Mavericks, becoming the first team all season to hold them to under 100 points in an impressive 107-88 victory in Los Angeles. Another change head coach Tyronn Lue made was moving Russell Westbrook to the bench to run the second unit. During the losing streak, Westbrook was the primary ball handler with Harden slotted in at shooting guard. But once it became clear that Harden was uncomfortable shooting threes off the catch, a change was needed. The move was made to give Harden more room to facilitate the offense with the starting unit, as both he and Westbrook, while solid ball distributors, both need the ball in their hands to be at their best. The NBA season is a marathon, not a sprint. Only time will tell if James Harden and the Clippers will put it all together as a lethal scoring machine coming out of the West, or if the Sixers will ride their new star Tyrese Maxey's freedom and momentum to overtake the powers that be in the East. Get ready, it's going to be an exciting race to the playoffs.